Today we're going to have a look at an employee's experience in requesting time off and how that process ties directly into vacancy filling on the schedule, time capture, exception-based time approval, flowing all the way through to payroll. So on an employee's dashboard, they have quick and easy access to requesting time off through the Request Time Off Can Do. When I click in to this Request Time Off, I'm given a selection of only the types of leaves that I am entitled to as an employee to take. My colleagues may be entitled to different types of leaves. Because Workzoom knows who I am, it's providing me the exact experience, the exact types of leaves and entitlements, including my current balances that are applicable for me specifically. So in this case, I'm going to take some vacation or a day of PTO. On my calendar, I can see in yellow when I'm scheduled every day as a customer care rep. I can see in blue when members of my team have an approved leave request. I don't see what type of leave they're taking. I just know that they're not going to be working this day. And then in a white outline view, here down in Gus Tandy, he's got a requested leave that has not yet been approved. So I have a lot of information to make an informed decision about what would be a viable day to request off. In this case, I'm going to pick the 13th. I click on the date, and all I need to do is submit my request. Workzoom's going to take my request. It's going to log it on the 13th as personal vacation, and what that means is my manager now has an email in their inbox notifying them of my request with a link to log directly into that request in Workzoom to make an approval decision, whether to deny or accept it. And here's where things get pretty exciting and connected with Workzoom. If my manager approves this vacation, I'm going to be taken off the schedule as a customer care representative, which is going to create a vacancy that needs to be filled. The shift supervisor is going to get visibility into that vacancy and be presented with a list of qualified individuals based on this company's requirements for those qualifications on the shift, so that that person can pick the most appropriate individual to fill in for that shift. And with the click of a button, that new person is now scheduled. And at that point, Workzoom has a revised schedule in real time visible for everybody on the schedule. When that day comes on the 13th and employees are clocking in and clocking out, Workzoom's going to compare what actually happened on the day with what the approved schedule was, making exception-based timekeeping a lot easier for approvals for managers. So managers are presented with a simple list of things that didn't go according to plan that they need to deal with in their approval process. We'll have a look at that in another video on how that exception-based approval process and that qualified fill process works. Once the manager approves that time and those exceptions, time calculations for overtime, regular time, meal breaks, shift premiums, special job rates are all calculated automatically using rules within Workzoom, and time flows with the correct value to payroll for processing. All of that happens because my employee here, Sarah, decided that she wanted to take the 13th off. Everything from the request and approval, the updating of the schedule, to time capture and exception-based approvals, all the way through to payroll happens automatically through the consolidated solution in Workzoom.